In this video, I will present how to handle a low power unit. Here we have a Caterpillar off-highway truck 777D unit reported by its operator to be experiencing low power, especially losing power on inclines when loaded. Before starting work, make sure to equip yourself with the appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE for working in the workshop area. This includes safety helmet, fire safety glove for protecting your hands, safety glass, safety shoes, and workwear with a reflective. Before performing a ground test on the unit, ensure that you first conduct a thorough inspection. Check the underside of the unit for any leaks. Verify the transmission and hydraulic oil levels, and once the underside is secure, move to the top of the unit. When climbing the unit ladder, ensure you use the 3-point contact method to climb safely and steadily. Upon reaching the top, check the engine oil level before starting the engine. This is crucial to prevent engine damage due to insufficient oil. To check the engine oil accurately, wipe the dipstick on the first pull, then reinsert it. On the second pull, you can see the actual engine oil level. The engine power can be assessed by the engine rotation per minute, or we call that with RPM. For case of engine low power, we will check the engine RPM at low idle, high idle, and torque converter stall speed. The maximum unit load corresponds to the engine RPM under torque converter stall speed condition. Here are the standard from SIS, or the Caterpillar off-highway truck 777D sub-manual, and we will compare them to the result obtained. Ensure you have the appropriate authorization to operate the unit according to company regulation. Before starting the engine, honk the horns once. According to safety regulation, honk once to start the engine, twice to move forward, and 3 times to reverse. Press the information button to change the display from hours meter to engine revolution or RPM. Check the low idle speed by allowing the engine to run without pressing the throttle. Low idle speed is the engine speed in standby mode without load. We see that the results are still within standard. Check the high idle speed. High idle speed is the highest engine RPM without load, achieved by fully pressing the throttle. The results are still within the standard range. Check the engine stall speed, which is the engine RPM under maximum load. To do this, engage the parking brake, activate the recharger, position the transmission speed to speed 7, press the service brake, and then press the throttle fully. The result is significantly below the standard range. Yeah, this is the problem. While low and high idle speed is within the standard, the TC stall speed is not met, showing a difference of over 300 RPM from the standard. This may be due to insufficient air or fuel supply to the combustion chamber, possibly from a clogged air filter or fuel filter. Let's proceed with repairs in the workshop. Upon entering the workshop, ensure there is a guide to prevent the unit from colliding with anything. Once the unit safely parked, place the wheel chock to prevent movement due to gravity. Isolate the energy and attach a danger tag, a procedure known as a lockout and takeout. Make sure you place the danger tag of your own. Once again, pay attention to the 3-point contact when ascending and descending stairs to maintain balance and reduce the risk of falling. Let's check the air filter. The dust indicator shows a blockage in the air filter. The dust indicator works on vacuum pressure and is located after the air filter. If there is a blockage, it will draw in the measuring device and hold it, indicating the blockage to the technician or operator. The first step is to reset by pressing the bottom of the dust indicator. Next, open and clean only the outer part of the air cleaner. Remember, the inner part should not be sprayed, it should be replaced if necessary. Dust is critical and must not enter the engine compartment. Clean the air cleaner by spraying from the inside out, not the outside in. During the final cleaning, clean the outer part sideways to remove any sticking dust, avoiding a direct approach to prevent dust from entering.
After ensuring the air cleaner is clean, reinstall the air cleaner. To achieve better result, it's recommended to also replace the fuel filter. When installing the fuel filter, it's best to do so when it is empty. This is intended to avoid any contamination from external source. The filter should only be filled using the priming pump. Here are the installation instructions. Do not fill the filter with fuel beforehand. Lubricate the seal before installation to prevent it from twisting during assembly. Tighten the filter by hand until it fits snugly. Then add one more turn using the filter wrench or cartridge. Use a lever and lock the wheels to prevent rolling. Remove the fuel filter using an appropriate filter wrench, ensuring an ergonomic body position to maintain balance. Remove the plastic wrapping from the new filter. Remember, do not fill the filter with fuel yet. Simply lubricate the seal with oil, then install it according to the earlier instruction. After installation, fill the filter with fuel using the priming pump. This is to prevent air gaps in the fuel system and to avoid air entering the system. For your information, this OHT 777D unit still use a manual priming pump, not an automatic or electric one. Ensure the filter is fully filled by tapping the filter. Here is the sound of an empty filter which is low, and here is the sound when the filter is full. Now, let's proceed with retesting the engine stall speed. Okay, let's see. The value has significantly increased to meet the standard. And we will check the dust indicator again. The result shows it's good and normal. Let's now perform a moving test. After restoring the energy isolation by removing the lockout takeout, start the engine. And don't forget to use horn signal. Turn on the communication radio. And then release the parking brake. And perform the test around the workshop. If everything is okay and safe to operation, park the machine into the ready to use parking area. Okay, the summary is the issues with this unit. Problem reported, engine low power. Problem findings, engine torque converter top speed not achieved. Dust indicator clogged. Air cleaner clogged. Fuel filter clogged. Action taken, release dust indicator, clean or blew up the air cleaner, replace the fuel filter. That concludes my presentation. I hope it is clear and useful for everyone. Always prioritize safety for sustainable future. Safety first, zero harm and zero incident mindset.